I want to tell everyone the story of when we managed to sneak our way onto Topman's Instagram.
And Topman are back as well, by the way.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Harry and Gary podcast, where we talk about the music industry and our times within it. I'm Gary Cunningham.
And I'm Gary Cash.
And I'm Gary Cash. Cunningham. Cash. Mills.
Exactly.
So, this is episode 6. We're doing quite well. We've had a few mishaps. Lots of swearing.
There's always technical difficulties.
Episode 4 was just a joke, quite frankly. But we got there in the end. 3 topics to talk about today, because we're being nice and organised and planning things out. The first one, I want to tell everyone the story of when we managed to sneak our way onto Topman's Instagram.
And Topman are back as well, by the way. Topman are actually back from bankruptcy.
I didn't realise they were gone. To be honest with you, but cool, well done, Topman. Sick.
It was huge that they came back in Top Shop. Well done to Top Shop.
Woo!
Yeah. Just for that as well, we should get out the lighting fog. And so
Jeff.
we had a photo shoot with Jay Benko.
Yeah.
Back in 2019. And we were in Shoreditch. And I feel like when you're in Shoreditch, to be honest, when you're in London in general, you just don't know who you're going to bump into.
That's it, yeah.
Right? It could be anyone. It could be Will Smith. It could be, who knows, he's walking about, right?
Yeah.
And again, it's like, it's not a massive claim to fame at all. The person we saw off of Love Island, Eyal. Booker?
Is that his name? Eyal Brooker?
Eyal Booker. I don't know. Anyway, from Love Island, curly-haired one. And we saw him, and I said, this was quite recent. He'd been on that year or something, or some shit, the year before. And me and Jordan said we're going to go over and say hello to him, right? Now, you stayed there, didn't you?
Yeah, because I had to test Love Island.
Yeah. And we went over there and spoke to him, and we were right by this little cafe in Shoreditch. Now, we were already at a cafe, but I'm talking about this other one. I've been there before once. I went there with a videographer, and it's quite nice inside. Now, we're using the area, using the space for Calm. It stands for something, doesn't it? It's mental health.
Like mental health campaign.
Men's mental health campaign. And they were doing like some modelling for it, whatever, which if you think about it, it's kind of odd, really, doing modelling for stuff like that. But anyway, and Eyal was there. I went and said hello to him, got a photo with him, and as we're talking to him, I've got a camera around my neck, and obviously he goes, "Oh, you guys here for the campaign?" And then we just went, yeah, just waiting for it to start and stuff, just waiting outside, kind of thing. Didn't speak to him for very long, and then shared one of the photos with the camera still around my neck.
Yeah, with Eyal.
With Eyal on TikTok, and we not TikTok,
Instagram,
on Twitter.
Was it Twitter?
I shared it on Twitter. I shared it on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And tagged Topman and did the typical thing where you put Topman
X Calm. That was the caption. Yeah.
Posted by me.
Yes.
And then tagged Geth.
Yeah, something like that. And then they reposted it and then shared the same photo on their Twitter. And captioned it like, "Thanks for coming," or something.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
And we didn't actually go to it.
So, yeah.
And there was, in the early days of Geth, there was a lot of that. Sort of, we called it like a fake buzz. Making as much noise as we could about things that didn't necessarily matter. Jeff stopped lighting up on. Fucking owl. Well, frankly, there we go.
If we need a tester for points in the audio, there we go. That'll do.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
At
least he's happy.
Look at him. We did a lot. We did a lot of that in the early. I can't fucking take it serious.
We did a lot of that in the early stages, Gary.
In the early stages, yeah. And we called it fake buzz, but basically what it is faking it till you make it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not that we were trying to be something we weren't, because we are in industry, and we were trying to do something with ourselves and with Geth and with other artists and with stuff like that. But I think one of the biggest things that certainly young people now, they'll see like a famous person and they'll be like, "I want to go and say hi," but I don't want to because I'm too scared, sort of thing. And I get it, But in this business, like, it's all about. We've said this before in other episodes. It's all about who you know, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and just go and say hello. Like, you met Phaser busking, didn't you?
Yeah,
Once.
Chelmsford from N-Dubs.
From
And
N-Dubs.
the nice thing about that is I've always actually liked Phaser and N-Dubs. And I liked him because I knew that he played piano and played piano well. So that was a lovely moment, really. And my dad went and got him whilst I was still playing, and he sat down and played a bit of my piano, and I chatted to him for a bit. Dad got a photo of us chatting. But the thing is with stuff like that as well is, I see your point. You know, it's who you know, and you've got to bite the bullet and just talk to them. And also just remember that two things, right? If you go and speak to them, they're just another person, for God's sake. It's just
they're another human being.
Come on. I think we've got to stop, just quick side note, we've got to stop giving people who are just like influencers or whatever, or famous people,
Putting them on a pedestal sort of thing.
They're just another bloody person.
Yeah.
They're no more special than you. You stop thinking that, right? Anyway, second of all, when you do go speak to them, be prepared for two things. They're either going to be nicer than you thought, or
going to be horrible.
Yeah, you know? And you just got to deal with that, how you told yourself how you'd make the most of it. So are you going up there to try and get them to share your song? Are you giving them a leaflet? Are you just wanting a photo to share the photo to make it look like it was cool moment? And whatever that is, don't let them being moody, or don't let them being
like standoffish or whatever.
No, I was going to say even surprisingly nice and chatting to you for ages. Don't let that either get you too excited or too disappointed.
Yeah, definitely.
Because chances are they might talk to you for quite a bit.
Yeah.
And when I met Emily Sande as well.
Oh yeah, tell the story about that, because that was really interesting actually.
When I met her, there was a lad who was almost using Emily Sande's friendliness too far. You could tell that he was getting himself worked up and excited. Yeah. And come on, mate. Emily Sande's not going to give you a record deal or anything like that. So she's not going to be able to help you in that side. I think he got her number, this guy, because he'd played at this event I was at. I was at Box Park when when it first opened.
Right, okay.
Or something in Shoreditch. I'd been busking in Brick Lane beforehand. Come around the corner. Lucy Closier was playing there. Shout out Lucy Closier was playing there. She'd been on The Voice. And a few of the voice artists from 2014 or 15, blooming hell, a while ago, were playing at this little crate-looking stage, industrial area, cool thing, but on the side of Box Park, because obviously Box Park's made for those little industrial boxes, isn't it? And so his guitar, this lad's guitar had gone wrong. I don't know, I think broken a string or something. So no one got a guitar, and I was the only one there, and I'd been busking. I had nothing to do with it, really.
Yeah.
You see, this is our point again. I was nothing to do with it.
No.
Lucy Closier actually said hello through the mic, and at the time, this is the funniest thing, right? A girl who's been on The Voice. At the time, I didn't even know who she was.
No.
She knew who I was.
Yeah.
Because she knew about me doing singing competitions with Lydia, Lucy, and all that stuff. And she goes, "Hi, Harry." And I went, "Hello."
Hi, whoever you are.
And this was just before the lad's guitar string broke. And then goes, "Need a guitar?" I got up and give him the guitar. So I actually had to go up in front of everyone, give him the guitar, come back. And the whole time, where I stood watching, Emily Sande was sat right in front of me, almost like I say sunbathing, like sat down on a whatever you call it.
Just like chilling out.
Was watching, because they had deck chairs there, and she's sat on the floor with one of her mates, whatever. Yeah. Wearing like a zipped up Adidas thing, obviously a little bit in disguise, but not quite,
not fully. Yeah.
And they say over the announcement thing, and I don't know how they even did it, but they were like, "Oh, it looks like we've got a famous friend amongst us today." I was thinking, why would you do that first? She might not want that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say that, and then obviously everyone's getting photos, and I got a photo talking to him. Don't really remember much, to be honest.
No.
But yeah, she seemed like a lovely woman, and obviously grateful to meet people and experience people being happy to meet her and see her.
Yeah.
We've experienced some of that. I mean, I've experienced some of that on a smaller stage, and it's a lovely feeling. So
me too.
So I think again, it's make the most of it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Make the most of it.
Definitely.
You know.
And at the end of the day, like you say, that they're human beings. Like, yeah, all right, they've got a bit of clout and a bit of influence, but they are just human beings.
Yeah, and let's be clear here. Make the most of it, whatever. But please don't be one of those people when you're like 30 odd or whatever, an adult grown up age, that with Emily Sande, bless her soul, and even though she's not old enough, but if say she got to old age and then passed away, I'm not going to go sharing that photo saying, rest in peace, Emily, knew her well, or some shit. Or even if I didn't know her well.
Yeah.
There's some, I won't name names, but there's some annoying people on good old Facebook who, whenever a celebrity dies, of course they bloody met them. Of course they do, because they meet everyone. No, what they do is they brown nose everyone.
I know exactly who you're talking
and pretend
about.
they knew them.
Yeah.
We've mentioned his name before, actually, one of these other guys.
Yeah.
We mentioned Blair before. One of Blair's mates, one of his little
followers.
buddies, right?
Yeah.
Every time a celebrity passes away, he's got a photo of them.
Of course
no one
he
cares, mate. You didn't actually know them. You didn't know them. Right, sidetracked. Go on, what's the next topic?
Right, next topic. Funnily enough, have you ever been starstruck by someone famous that you've met?
Oh, starstruck.
Yeah.
Starstruck by someone.
I have.
I know you have.
Yeah. Only this one person though.
Have I ever been starstruck by someone famous that I've met? Well, I've not met loads of famous people, have I? But so probably no. I've been starstruck at concerts. I think when you go see your favourite artist perform live at O2 or something.
Yeah.
100%. I find it surreal to even have experienced people like bring me to experience Bruno Mars, to experience Anderson .Paak and Billie Eilish. So, but unless I've met them, no.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
No. Can't say I have.
My one and only time I've ever been starstruck was Jamie Cullum, right? And bearing in mind, this was literally he is one of the reasons I play piano, right? And there was actually one point in my life where I was going to stop playing. I was going to give up, right? Because I thought, well, in my head I was like, well, I'm a piano player. All I can play is classical music. But I don't want to play classical music. I don't like it. And then because Jamie Cullum was a judge on Must Be the Music on Sky One.
At the time, all you could play was classical.
All I could think, that's the only route in my head I could go down,
only
right?
Route you could
Yeah. If I wanted to make it big or be successful.
No, I never remember you banging out some notes when you were younger.
Never, even now, no, right? Big up Mozart and everything, like rest in peace and that, but no. And Jamie Cullum was a judge on Sky One's Must Be the Music. And he played his song "I'm All Over It," and I watched it and I was amazed. And I was in the toilet and sort of sat there and thought, "Fucking hell, I can do that. If I want to, do well in music,
that style.
I can do that genre, yeah." And ever since then, I idolised him, right? And for years and years and years, I wanted to see him live. And I also wanted to meet him, but I knew that seeing him live was more likely to happen than meeting him. I sort of resigned myself to the idea of I'll probably never meet him, whatever. And my nan and granddad got me tickets to go and see him live at the old Royal Naval College. And at the end of the concert, my dad was like, "Right, you are meeting him today." And if anyone that knows my dad, he will do anything for anyone. And if he says something's gonna happen, it's gonna fucking happen, whether we like it or not, right? Good or bad, right? And we literally waited, and my dad went to this security man. Look. This is my son, and it's his 18th birthday. That was bollocks. I'd already been 18, but still. It's his 18th birthday today. He really wants to meet Jamie Cullum. And the security guy went, "You know what? I think he might come out that door." In other words, he is coming out that door. Just fucking stay here. Yeah. And he come out, and I remember seeing him, and I remember going, Jamie. And he's come over, and it was all, my instant reaction was this, like, oh my God, he's fucking real. And he went, "Hi, what's your name?" And I gone, I'm Gary. Sort of thing. And having a conversation with him, he went, "How are you?" I went, "I'm really good, but I shit my pants. You're stood in front of me," sort of thing. And he's wet himself laughing, and we're talking and that. And he gave me his number because he said, "Oh, let's keep in touch," sort of thing. I went, "Can I have your number?" He was like, "Yeah."
Wait, you still have his number?
I don't have his number, no, because I've had several phones since then.
You didn't think to try and keep Jamie Cullum's number?
No, but I don't know whether he might have changed it or what by now. But I told you this before. I had Jamie Cullum's number in my phone. Fully.
This guy
I know.
is an idiot.
I know. But yeah, that is one of the only time I've been starstruck by anybody. Anyone else,
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, you're in the industry, so am I. Cool.
Yeah, and I think I would never say I've been starstruck by an artist I love because I've not met them. But I've had those moments where you can't believe something's happening. Like that time where I was busking with Alex Hummington and Blair walked through with the whole everyone there and whatnot and people you're normally used to seeing on TV and whatnot. And that was going on. That was a couldn't believe moment.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, shout out quickly, is football. When I know he ever played for Southend, but he did score on the same pitch as Ronaldo when Ronaldo and Rudy came to Roots Hall, little old Roots Hall in Southend.
Today?
Yeah.
When
Southend beat Man United, the most famous win ever. Southend beat Man United 1-0. Free kick. This guy's not like...
Don't know, I don't do football.
Everyone in Essex knows that, mate. Right, so when Southend beat Man United...
Right.
In the Carling Cup in 2007.
Right, okay.
2006.
Right.
And Freddie Eastwood scored that free kick.
Yeah.
You heard Freddie Eastwood, right, before?
Yeah.
And he lives locally, to be fair.
We saw him once.
Yeah, I know.
At some pub somewhere.
Yeah. At Nag's Head.
Yeah.
And at the Nag's Head, when I first played there, funny enough, that exact gig I shared the other day on Facebook saying it had been 10 years since I played at the Nag's Head.
Yeah.
He was there and I was starstruck because he was not only witnessing, not only was I meeting him, but he was about to, not by choice, involuntarily, see me perform at the pub with my band. And then I was a ball boy as well for Southend at one point. And I mean, I've not met any Arsenal players, but when I go see them play, seeing how close they are to you, get that feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to meet John, people from John. I'd love to meet Ollie Sykes. I would have loved to have met Che, whatever his name is. Chester
Chester Bennington.
I would love to have met him.
Yeah.
And,
old lead singer of Linkin Park.
I'd love to meet Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, not that he could see you, but still.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I haven't, to answer your question, no. But
yeah, I don't think there's anyone. Well, no, that's a lie. I would love to meet Stevie Wonder. But if in terms of anyone else, I feel like my bucket list of people I want to meet and spend time with was met on that day when I met Jamie Cullum. To be honest, that sums up that sort of topic. It tied in quite nicely. Right, now, as always, we do an industry topic that tends to end up turning into an industry rant. We'll try not to make this ranty, but it might end up being ranty. The industry and social media. We were talking a bit about this yesterday, and like being adaptable and how important it is, and using social media properly and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And people not sort of moving with the times, and then complaining when they fall off a cliff. Not literally, like their music falls off a cliff.
Okay, so what's the debate here? Are we debating something here? Are we?
I mean, not really. I mean, it's not necessarily a debate. It's just a fact. Like, loads of people complain, don't they?
Yeah.
About I see TikToks all the time saying, well, if you're an artist, you're not just a musician anymore. You're a content creator.
Okay, so, all right. I would say that you have to find something that you can do content-wise, I agree. I mean, I think if you were in the late 90s or whatever, or if you were around when Radiohead was a thing, and I've seen a TikTok before where it literally said, it was quite funny, and even that one drew attention because it said... not wanting to, imagine Tom York alive in today's market.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to make a bloody video on TikTok. He wouldn't want to do it.
No, he wouldn't.
Neither would the front guy from Muse or people like that, two similar artists there. They wouldn't like me saying that. But, you wouldn't. Jeff Buckley wouldn't like making a video like that. And Prince wouldn't make any videos of him talking to the fucking camera.
Prince just denounced his label and didn't he stick his CD in a bathroom toilet or something?
I don't know. But let's say hypothetically they were around now.
Yeah.
Or these artists, let's say Tom York was starting out with Radiohead now. There would be another way. There'd be another thing they'd have to do on TikTok. And that's kind of where I'm at with my single that came out. I had to make something that fitted me.
Yes.
And I know that sounds so cliche, but even then, like I'm not the kind of person. I don't want to be talking to a camera, like in terms of I know I am right now, but like
that's different.
In terms of sharing my music and having to sing along to it or doing music videos,
stream it, yeah.
Like I jokingly said to you earlier in passing that I wish I had an actor just to play my career.
Yeah. Because
and that's why I kind of went behind the scenes, and there's a weird feeling, right? I'll tell you what it is when you're an artist and you do actually go to a big festival like Download or whatever, and you see these other artists who are making their way onto the big stage, onto the main stage, and even some of them that like, let's say they're like not mainstream, they're not Bring Me type, but they're still they're on the main stage for God's sake, and you watch them. I don't know about you, but you get that little bit of envy of like,
of course,
or that little bit of It's like any gig you go to, you normally feel like, oh, I'm itching to get up now. I want to play,
yeah.
Now, when you see it on a main stage thing, you think, God, that could have been me, or what I'd give to even just be playing guitar in that band. That's what I think sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they have somewhat had to go through a lot of the social media stuff that either you're refusing to do or don't want to do.
Yeah.
And I do wish sometimes I could already just be in that position and not have to. Or the thing is, sometimes you can't get to that place without having to put yourself out there. Without having to sometimes make a bit of a tit of yourself.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a TikTok it was about a month ago now that I duetted on my TikTok account about, the reason labels aren't signing you is because if they look at your social media, they can see that you're not willing to put in the effort it takes to promote your brand.
Yeah.
And this is something that, as someone who deals with the A&R side of what we do at GEF and that's one thing that I always look at. It's like, if you're not willing to get followers on a fucking TikTok account, I'm not going to bother promoting you and working with you because you've got nothing for me to work with. You need to show me that I have something to use, like a demographic. If I know, right, your demographic is males and females 18 to 30, that gives me a target audience to work with. If you come to me going, I want to make it big, and you got nothing, like, sorry, but no. Because we're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for you. No one in this business is going to do it for you. So you have to be willing to be center of attention. And you have to be willing to have an online persona. Like, what you see from me online isn't necessarily what I am in real life. It is a bit.
Yeah, and I think people get that confused. Yeah, it's unfortunate because there was one time I was talking to a friend about this. It was a while ago, and they seemed to get the impression that I love it, and they were like, but you're proud of your music, and but you're always on social media. This is when I was, funny enough, I must have been sharing a song for like few months, whatever, blah, blah. And they went, yeah, but that's what you're about, isn't it? That's what I said, something like, that's what you're about.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no.
I like a quiet night in, going to the pub.
Yeah, and playing
FIFA all night.
Yeah. Like this is something that, it's a job.
I just have to put on my hat.
Yeah, and do it.
And act and do it. Yeah.
Like, we spent the amount of time we spent getting stuff ready for your single, mate. Like, I got sick of the word content in the end, but it's part and parcel of it. So basically, you don't like being the centre of attention. You don't like.
Sorry, just also as well, even if you don't really think it looks that good because you think it's being a bit silly, or whatever. Other people, most people will think it looks great. Not gonna lie to you. Be proud of the fact that someone's gonna think, oh, that looks really good. That looks professional.
And they might share it, and it might go somewhere. You never know. Anything can happen in this business because it is what it is.
And I will say as well, you've always said that you can always delete something.
Yeah, exactly. You can
make a load of covers, and over time, if you need to, delete some.
Yeah.
I mean, artists do that all the time. They clear their feed again for the next one, or
and start again.
I know it gets a bit monotonous, that stuff, right? And you have to be a certain, I guess, to completely do the whole clearing feed thing, you've got to be of a certain level, I guess.
Yeah.
Youngblood did it with his latest.
Did he?
Thing. Yeah. He went from scratch, deleted everything off his socials. It was everything. And then he started to reintroduce this massive black and white theme, and then Idols came out, whatever. Which I don't know too much about, but I've seen the vibe and the painting of it. Do you know what I mean? The way it's progressed.
To be fair, I need to listen to that whole album. I've only listened to Zombie, and it slaps.
I've heard stuff about it, like, you know. But anyway, where are we at then? Is that almost done for episode 6?
It is pretty much pretty much done for episode 6. That has gone really, really quickly. And you know what the best thing is? We've not said as many naughty words. I think I'm the only one that's sworn.
Yeah.
In this episode.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You had to get that one there, didn't you? Thanks for listening, watching.
And subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, tell your mates, whatever.
Like,
subscribe, and listen to Lost in the Air by Harry Cash.
And forget I'm the same person who does this podcast.
Yeah, because he's not. This is Harry Cash.
Carry hash.
And Harry Cash does music.
Yeah, but don't carry hash.
Don't carry hash, because it's a class. No, I won't do that. Anyway, ta-da.
See you later.